Bates was with the president just after he stepped out of that meeting today. Erin, very much a change in tone between the stalwarts, the Veterans League and the ANC leadership, especially if we compare it to the sort of tensions that existed during former President Jacob Zuma's tenure.
And particularly towards the end of that term, so into October and November of last year, we saw this group who dubbed themselves the Stalwarts 101. They scribed a letter in around October of last year saying the ANC needed to return to its founding principles, its values, its ethics, and bring in new leadership. And that sort of caused a bit of a split between it and the Veterans League. And today was really about kind of ironing out those creases, bringing people around a table together from the Stalwarts 101 and the Veterans League with leadership of the party to try and consolidate things and move forward.
So Erin, they talk about working towards 2019. I mean, how important is that united front as the party goes to the elections next year?
I mean, very much so. For example, Snuki Zikalala saying they're very cognizant that 2019 is going to be a test for the party, that it's important that they retain power and that they go forward very focused as the veterans and different groupings within the party campaigning for the election. But also interesting speaking to Pule Mabe just before that meeting and asking around campaigning with the youth. We know, for example, that the Youth League in the ANC has been through many incarnations, and that the Youth League needs to mobilize, something that they have been doing in this registration campaign for the elections. But I do believe we do have that Snuki Zikalala comment where he speaks about looking forward to 2019 and what the veterans' role will be in that.
Of course, it has to happen before the elections because these elections are very, very contentious. They're very, very critical for us. We cannot just allow to lose power. Once you lose power, you'll never get it back.
Yeah, so very aware that 2019 is going to be crunch time for the ANC, and also this is on the bat of Ramaphosa saying, well, Malema is very welcome to rejoin the ANC, something which Malema didn't take very warmly, and asking Cyril Ramaphosa about that this morning, he said, well, it was a very good political response.
All right, so let's look at something else that Snuki Zikalala had to say. He wants Kgalema Motlanthe to join the veterans as soon as possible. I understand Jacob Zuma and Thabo Mbeki, our former presidents, are also welcome. What's behind that invitation?
Well, I mean, this is really around the kind of identity of this Veterans League, probably to give it political muscle and to sort of strengthen it. Motlanthe there being described by Zikalala as someone with a lot of leadership capacity and a good thinking mind, you know, a good political sort of capacity, and that he's very eager for Motlanthe to join as soon as possible. And then, of course, that Mbeki and Zuma are also welcome. So anyone with 40 years or more within the party and over the age of 60 can join. And now with the Stalwarts 101 being sort of welcomed back into the fold, they too can join in and really provide strategy, planning, campaigning for the party looking ahead to 2019.